There's another big box to review. It seems like every single Chinese company is doing do-it-yourself battery boxes now. And usually I kindly reply and say, no, thank you, but I'm full already. This one looked far too good to be missed. So hopefully we've got another boom effect. But first of all, guys, welcome back to the off-grid garage here in sunny Hot Australia. There are some minor clouds coming in now, which is nice for me. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. This white stuff here is distributing the light, and it makes it available for all the panels, even if they are in the shade. It acts like a mirror. We have 2 kilowatts. It's almost 40 amps outside. And welcome to all these 800 subscribers here. Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, you have seen the package size already. It is obviously another do-it-yourself box here in the off-grid garage. And when they contacted me, I said, no, thank you. I've got enough do-it-yourself boxes here and I've shown them all and everything. But then she sent me some photos and a follow-up email. And I had a look at it. I should probably get one of these cases and show you guys this case. Okay, without further ado, let's open it up. Easy peasy, because this box has side handles and the hook and latch system. Yeah, where have we seen this before? Okay, may I present to you the Yixiang. The company is called Shenzhen Yixiang New Energy, something what it says here on the screen. And this is their do-it-yourself box. Let me turn this in the right light. That looks pretty nice. So we obviously have a DC circuit breaker here, 2 positive negative terminals, a BMS soft button here in the middle, a 4.3-inch touch screen display for the integrated JK BMS. There's a 200 amp inverter JK BMS included. It has all the communication ports, RS485 and CAN, the relay contacts, dip switches and all the LEDs. Ground terminal for the battery case. And the first impression is, this is super high quality. I've never seen before. All these screws here, they are absolutely flush with the surface. There's nothing standing up. That looks like a far better quality than I've ever seen before. Yeah, and as I have mentioned before, this box comes actually with 4 handles, which is very handy. You can carry this box with 4 persons. Yeah, not everyone has got a crane at home. Put this in a server rack or stack them on top of each other. See, they've got little feet underneath, and they obviously pop into these holes here, so the battery cases cannot move against each other, and you can also secure them with this latch and hook system. And thankfully they haven't used Allen key screws here, just normal Phillips bit. Ooh, this is one of these rollers. Wow! We've never seen these ones before. Look at this mounting area here. And this company has confirmed that you can stack up to 5 of these boxes on top of each other. If you attach these wheels, you can still stack 4 of them on top of each other and safely wheel them around. They look really beefy. By the way, this is an optional equipment. This does not come standard with the box, but you can order them additionally if you order these boxes. Okay, it looks like we've got a bit of a transport damage here as well. This is obviously the box where the rollers are in, and this box got completely destroyed. It looks like it was secured with this sticky tape here, but this was not enough to hold this box with this heavy... Yeah, there's another one here. Let me quickly... I'm still having a bit of a cold, so if my voice sounds different than normal, it's not because of too much spat calibration. No, I wish it would be. Alright, I've got all this stuff out of this box now. I'll show you in a second. We just want to have a quick look at the JK BMS here at the front. So, interestingly, this design has the JK BMS screwed against the compression plate. And as we can see, they have used flexible bus bars to connect to the main positive and negative of the battery. And this one is obviously designed for double pole terminals of your batteries. And another thing I noticed is the circuit breaker is actually in the negative path of your battery, not in the positive. And this is also a double pole circuit breaker, but they have just bridged these 2 contacts. Interesting design. Okay. Why do we have another JST connector here on this PCB? This is the one going to the BMS. What is this one for? 16. Huh, I don't know. I need to ask them what this second connector is for. And we also have a middle support in between the two battery rows. And this will help us greatly with this compression plate. There you can see the bolt already going from the compression plate into this frame. This is very much what I like to see in all these boxes. And also here at the end, there's no open frame. It is a solid, straight plate where the cell sits against. That's good. So there's no need for me to make another aluminum plate at the back of this battery case here. That is all closed. Very good, very good. We've got the two PCBs here across the cells A and B. The connection cables for each battery positive. We've got 4 temperature sensors as always. And a very clean cable design here as well. I like it very much. So, and these are all the accessories the box comes with. But I said the rollers are optional. So you can order these ones additionally if you want to have this one mobile. And from the box I can see these are the heavy duty JS60 rollers, casters, wheels. They've got a load capacity of 500 kilograms for each of the rollers or 1100 pounds. I mean, this is 2000 kilos and 4 of these boxes is maybe 450 kilos or so maximum. So there's lots of reserve. And obviously we've got the usual sticky foam, the EVA tape for in between the battery cells. We've got 4 epoxy sheets only, obviously at the end and beginning of each of the rows. And we've got a bag full of cables and fasteners. I'm sure they will improve with this one as well and provide a box or something. Network cable for the JK-BMS and also the heating cable. And here we have bus bars. Double pole bus bars we have. Right. Okay, I'm not sure if this is by default or if they have just picked one of the 2 different sorts of bus bars. Okay, there's only bus bar equipment in this bag. And they also delivered these really long and heavy duty battery connection cables. So it's something, oh yeah, here. So these are 50 square millimeter cables. Wow. Usually these companies, they only put like 25 millimeter cables into these boxes. But here, 50. Good, I like it. And they are around 1.5 meters long all in total then. Yeah, I need to ask them if this is standard or if this is an additional product as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, guys, and this is pretty much everything you get with the box. As you can see, the BMS is already pre-mounted in the compression plate in this compartment down here. So there's really just bring your own cells, put them in, connect them, and you're done. Okay, let me take off the front panel here so we can dig into a bit further into this design. Let's see if we can take this out easily. Oh yes, we can. Oh yeah, beautiful. Here, there's more. These are the M10 studs for the rollers. Alright, got the communication board for the BMS. What the hell is that? This is the display connection cable. They have left it as long as it came from the factory. Yeah, see, this is the other connector here. And this is the cable I have cut and soldered directly to this JST connector in one of my previous videos. Because I didn't want to have all these connectors and this super long cable here in the box. And I'm really keen to read the information on this circuit breaker. Let me take a photo of this and put this on the screen here, hang on. Alright, so here's our circuit breaker. It's a BC, whatever it says there. So it's 220 amps at 23 degrees. It has a DC rating of 80 volt and a current breaking capacity of 7.5 or 10 kiloamps. Maximum voltage 80 volt DC. Trip amps 275 amps. Trip curve DM. Mount on vertical surface. And I wonder why it has a dedicated line and load connection. Because here in this case we are charging and discharging a battery, so current goes either way. So I need to confirm with them what testing they have done and if this breaker is actually suitable for this application here. And also because it is a double pole circuit breaker and we have a trip current of 275 amps. That means we need at least 400, 525 amps all in total to trip this breaker, right? Because we are using both of these poles in parallel, not in series as you would usually do. They are in parallel. So this doubles up your trip current. And we've got the same 50 mil cable here connected to the P negative of the BMS and the bottom of the circuit breaker, which is the load connection. Well, it is a 200 amp BMS. We're using a 50 millimeter cable. And the circuit breaker will trip at 2 times 275 amps. So in this case, I would say all the flexible bus bars and the 50 millimeter cable is not enough to carry this current. I'm not super worried about this because I usually don't think these breakers are designed to actually protect the battery. This is more designed to act like an on-off switch. So with all these battery boxes here, regardless if it's do-it-yourself or pre-assembled, I would always recommend to have an external suitable DC circuit breaker. Like the No-Arc, for example, here in the battery shelf. Yep, they've got a breaking capacity of 25 kiloamps and they are for system voltages up to 1000 volts. While this circuit breaker has only a system voltage of up to 80 volts. But as per regulations, if you have a solar system connected, which has a higher voltage than these 80 volts, the circuit breaker is not suitable anymore. So I've just taken out the compression plate here and I realized that all these screws are accessible without disassembling the BMS. So that's pretty good design. I like it. Can we actually get this plate? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, cool. So we can take everything out without undoing any of these cables. Look at this. So I have now stripped down the whole box to the bare metal, and you can see here nicely the middle frame in between the battery cells, the side frames with the handles, and the solid backplate for each of the battery rows, which I like very much. There's really no issue with the quality, no rust, no paint chips, no scratches. And I really like the clean installation and design of the whole BMS front panel situation here very much. So this all looks very, very good. And also the compression plate is made from a much thicker metal than, for example, the front plate. Alright, what do we have here for the compression plate? 2.5 millimeters of steel. Nice. All the cables are nicely wrapped and secured. The only thing I'm really missing here are the pen markers on these connectors to ensure someone has checked all these connections again. Okay, I have now installed one row of batteries. I haven't got any more spare batteries at the moment, so one row will have to do. And I just want to see how the batteries actually fit in regards to our compression plate. So I put one of the EVA tapes of the sticky foams in between each of the cells, and I have an epoxy sheet at the end of the cell, and we will put another epoxy sheet here, and we are already flush with the frame of the case. So that means there will be very little compression for the cells at the moment. Okay, there are another 4 sheets left actually, so that means they have actually designed that to have an EVA tape at the front and at the back as well, which gives us a bit more compression then. Fit one in. Yeah, I think this is perfect. This gives us around 5 millimeter of compression force now. We will be easily able to compress all this foam by 5 millimeters of one row. So no trouble at all here. That all looks very good. Yes, 4 millimeter already just by hand compressing them. So the whole design of this battery box looks very good. So now this company Yixiang, whatever it says here on the screen, they have not only the do-it-yourself box here, but they have also battery cells as well. And by any chance, they had 16 of the EVE LF280K here in Sydney, Australia. So I've ordered them to put them in this battery box. So they had no chance to select any battery cells to make sure I'm only getting the best ones, the good ones, the selected ones. These cells were already here in Australia. And as always, they are supposed to be A-grade batteries. Yeah guys, so far I guess this video from today, having a first look at the January, whatever it's called. So overall, I'm very, very happy with this do-it-yourself box. It ticks basically all the boxes. It has a 200 amp JK inverter BMS, a 4.3-inch touchscreen, all the communication ports, circuit breaker, soft switch, comes pre-assembled already. So I will link this battery box here on my website as well as under the video here if you want to have a look at the specifications, the price, get a quote, including delivery. I think this so far is the best solution on the market here if you want to build your own battery but also want to do it fast. And I would probably call this box here not a do-it-yourself box. I would call it a BYB box, which is bring your own batteries. Because this is literally what you have to do. You put your own batteries in here and you're done. Everything else is already pre-assembled, pre-mounted, pre-wired, so that's pretty good. I would estimate if you get this box delivered and have your own cells already, it will take about 1.5 hours to have your battery fully assembled and ready to go. So this is quite impressive. Okay guys, so far this video from today. Let me know what you think about the do-it-yourself box. It is a lot less do-it-yourself than with other boxes, which is probably what you want. So once this company is coming back with answers, I'll put them down in the description of this video. So please make sure you check it out to be up to date and get the latest news and all the information about this fantastic battery box. Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all your amazing support. Welcome to all these 800 subscribers. Well, we will have another solution for this number mess there soon. Thank you to all these wonderful and beautiful people who have donated to the channel or becoming a channel member. As you know, all this support makes these videos possible here. Until the next video guys, when we do something completely different. Once again, you stay charged, stay safe, and thanks again for watching. See you then. Bye bye.